what my sister has done over the past couple of years. I think it's Abia State also has a senior citizen center, and they're becoming more aware of what to do with senior citizens. And I just happened to see a program that they were having yesterday, and an older woman was lamenting about how she wanted to enter the bus and she needed to sit beside the driver. And this rude, disrespectful young man insisted that he needed to sit. And I don't know what home such a young man would have come from for him not to recognize even the gray hairs. Even though I know that stress can bring on gray hair, and some genetical whatever it is can also bring on gray hairs fast. But we are talking today about an assemblage of people. Look at all your faces. First of all, let me have you give yourselves a round of applause. Because you are worth it. It's an old ad by L'Oreal that says, and I know that I'm worth it. And so I know that I'm worth it, even though I'm only 77 years young. And I believe that every one of you, as I look at your faces, I see the light shining. And I see the light because of all the things that you have done when you were younger. You have cared, you have nurtured, you have loved, and so you continue to love. A Reverend sister once told me that when you recognize your vices and you want to change them, you continue to do that thing that is important, that you want to replace the vice with. And if you do it a number of times, it will become a part of you. And I think that your brain, when you're doing exercises and you think that you can't do something, when you repeat that motion, I don't know how many times it is, it sticks in the brain and you're able to do it. We have amongst us medical doctors. We have engineers. We have social scientists. We have a whole slew of people. And so one of the things that we want to do today is to form a community so that we are not shut in. In America, there's a program for shut-in. There are masses for shut-ins. We are not shut-ins, and we don't want to be considered as shut-ins because there's still so much that we can give. There's still so much wisdom to share. There's still so much experience. But we need government. I won't ad-lib. Next time I won't write a script because I'll just come up here and say it the way that it is from the heart. Did you see what I did? Are you guys bored? You don't want to hear my voice? I'm not tired. I'm not tired. I won't talk too much because it's supposed to be a welcome speech. And there are so many. I know it will come from my sister, from another mother. We're going to talk about the role of government, the role of businesses and the private sector, the role of communities and civil society. So, Senior Connect is going to help us to connect, to see how we can help ourselves and also pass on to the generation that's coming. Let us therefore join hands as government, private enterprise, civil society, youth, to honor our elders, preserve their wisdom, and ensure that every senior citizen's lives, that every senior citizen lives with dignity, purpose, and joy. I invite all of you here today to journey with us. Volunteer your time to become active participants in this journey. Volunteer your time to give the expertise that you have already gotten over the years. Advocate for policies that uplift our seniors, support intergenerational mentorship, contribute resources to sustain vital initiatives, whether as mentors, donors, partners, or champions in our different communities. Your involvement will create a lasting impact. Welcome again to 65.
Good morning, peace and blessings, my beautiful family.
All right.
The sun came up,
Thank you very much.
it means you've been
Ladies and gentlemen, please. Can we once again, for honor's sake, put our hands together for Hon.Dr Stella Dorgu. I would like us to move very quickly to the next item, which is a welcome address from the representative of the chairman. She is ably represented by Army Warrant Officer Grace Patton, retired. Please put your hands together as she comes on stage to give us a 2-minute welcome address.
Good afternoon. I bring greetings to you from the Chairman, Nigerian Legion, Miss Moronike Grace Henry. She wanted to come here, but due to some circumstances, she's not able to make it here. So she sent us to represent her. What I'm going to say here is not from me, it's from her. This is her own speech that I should deliver it to you. The founder and executive director of the Amarama Foundation, Honorable Dr. Stella Dugu, His Eminence and other clergy members present here, and all other protocol duly observed. It is a profound honor to stand before you today with immense humility and gratitude as the chairman of this occasion and the launch of the 65 community. I must express my deepest gratitude to Amarama Foundation and its visionary. Ayamara. Okay, so you know me, I'm from Hausa land, no? But I look like an Ijo person. Ayamara Foundation and its vision. Dr. Stella Dugu, Doga, Abi Dugu, Dogu, for finding me worthy for this mandate. To be asked to guide the occasion as chairman is a privilege. And as we gather today, we are witnessing a birth of a beautiful alignment of visions. Under my leadership framework, the Nigerian Legion operates with a single focus to restore absolute dignity, premium health care, and economic security to our retired military personnel and the widows of our fallen heroes. The quarter past 65 community is inspired by the United States recognized threshold for senior citizenship, and it is a literally bridge to that goal. It recognizes that reaching age 65 and beyond should not mean entering a season of isolation, neglect, or forgotten service. Instead, it should be a season of celebrating intergenerational storytelling and robust welfare. In my capacity as the chairman of this occasion, I must remind us all that comprehensive elderly care cannot be a localized project. It requires an expensive institutional national effort. The Nigerian Legion continue to advocate for deeper public-private partnership to protect those who once protect our borders. The Ayamara Foundation has set a brilliant precedent today. I call upon the federal government, corporate entities, and civil organizations present here to join hands with the foundation. When they build infrastructure that honors our elderly, they are paving and dignified road that everyone will eventually walk into. Let this official launching serve as a historic milestone where we turn empathy, conversation into structure action. Let us protect, honor, and sustain the vital custodian of our shared future. It is now my single honor and privilege as the chairman of the occasion to declare the quarter past 65 community officially launched. Thank you all. God bless. God bless the quarter past 65 community. God bless the Ayamara Foundation. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that beautiful speech from the Warrant Officer Grace Pethan. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, while the welcome address was going on, we had some other guests join us. Please, let's make welcome participants from the Potters Gerontological Rehabilitation Center. These are also parts of the elderly care home service providers. Please, let's make welcome Clara Ezechukwu Exequibe. Please, sorry if I didn't get it correctly. Clara Ezechukwu Exequibe. Please, can you put your hands together? Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Clara, you are as young as I am, and this gathering is for elders. Clara, I had to explain myself when I came in here. When I'm not an elder. Clara, why are you here? All right. Thank you very much and welcome, Clara. We also have representatives from Synapse Azalea Services. Yeah, and we have Peter's Obi from that home, from the Synapse Azalea Services. Peter Obi, please, Peter, can we see you? Okay, he's outside. And also they came together with Idris Sadia. Yes, Idris Sadia is waving at us. Thank you very much, Idris Sadia. This gathering is for the elderly. Are you an elder? I'm speaking in the words of my spiritual father. All right, thank you. You're welcome. All right. That is only making this event complete, because when you have the older generation, you should have the youth to learn from them. And so it would have been boring if I were the only one here, but thanks to God that I also have my contemporaries here so that we can learn from our elders. Thank you so much. Right about now, ladies and gentlemen, please, we're going to move to the next item on our program, which is the yoga session and on the spot massage message. Please, I would like to invite first a representative from the BGN Wellness Spa. So in just 2 minutes, speak to us about the benefits of massage. Please, 2 minutes. And after that, we'll get the yoga master to take us on the yoga session. You're welcome. Introduce your name and why you're smiling before you speak.
Yeah, I'm happy to be in midst of Seniors Connect. Good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. My name is Oma, and I'm proud to represent BGN Wellness Spa. It is wonderful to see you all here today at Seniors Connect on Wellness. Looking around this room, I see so much experience, wisdom, and strength. Today is all about how we can take good care of ourselves so we can enjoy every single day to fullest. Sometimes, people think that getting older means giving up on our health, but that is simply not true. Doctors and researchers have shown that small choices we make every single day play a huge role in how healthy and happy we feel. Here are 3 simple ways to keep your body and mind strong. The first one is keep moving your body. You do not need to do heavy workouts or lift weights just for you to be fit. Walk daily. A short walk around your neighborhood keeps your heart strong. Do what you love doing, like cooking, gathering, dancing to a favorite song. That counts as a good exercise. Keep your mind active, just like our muscles and our brains stay stronger when we use them often. Learn new things, read a book, and play a game with an elderly friend. Get a good sleep. Stay connected to others. Talk to friends. Having a cup of tea or a simple chat with a neighbor helps lower stress and protects your heart. Share your wisdom. Your stories and life lessons are valuable to those around you. Being part of a community gives us purpose and joy. Treat yourself to true restoration, because self-care is a part of staying connected to your well-being. At BGN Wellness Spa, we invite you to book a specialized appointment tailored just for you. We offer relaxing treatments designed to help you thrive and age in grace. Experience our magical massage today. This is far beyond your regular massage, and you can spot the difference just in one section. We also have wonderful wellness packages created to keep your skin glowing, your joints relaxed, and your spirit refreshed. Taking care of your health does not necessarily need to be complicated. You can start small today. Take a little walk today. Take a little walk tomorrow. Say hello and start a conversation with someone new in this room today. Your health matters and you deserve to feel good and stay active. And enjoy your life with the people around you. Thank you all for being here and enjoy the rest of your day. At number 3 Bagura Road, Area 1, Gariki. Our phone number is kindly hold on. Sorry, a minute please. Our phone number is 091 322 333 988. 091 322 333 988. Thank you.
Thank you from the spa, BNG Spa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before we move to the next session, actually, which is the yoga, when Dr. Stella was speaking, you know, something crossed my mind. And in her words, she said, when elders are honored, society does what? Oh, we didn't get that. I thought we repeated that thrice. He said, when elders are honored, society becomes stronger. And in our midst, ladies and gentlemen, my dear lovely fathers and mothers, we have people who are dedicated to elders' care. We have institutions, we have foundations, we have homes that care for the elderly. Many of us are familiar with them. And one of the most difficult things to do in this life, in my opinion, is elderly care, especially when it is not your biological father or your biological mother. But these persons have dedicated themselves to caring for the elderly. And I think it would be a nice idea that all of us seated here give a standing ovation to both those that are here and those that are into this apostolate all over the world, taking care of the elderly. We have the Potter's Gerontological Rehabilitation Service as one of them. Please, if I call you, please just stand. If you belong to this home, just stand. Representatives from the Potter's Gerontological Rehabilitation Center. We also have those from the Synapse Aziela Services. Please, if you're here, please stand. All those working with the elderly care, or they are out, okay, most of them are outside, but ladies and gentlemen, for those that are inside, we also have people from Grace Nursing Care Center. Grace Nursing Care Center. Please, those that are inside, please just rise. Please, kindly rise. I invite all of us, and there are many others that are not here. Please, can we put our hands together for them in appreciation, in recognition of their services, in whatever. They are representing those all over the world that are doing this. I will get old one day. And if I don't appreciate them, I'm not sure that is right. So thank you so much on behalf of all our fathers, all the elderly here. Thank you so much to those of you who are offering these services and those that are doing this in different capacities all over the world. God bless you. Permit me at this time, ladies and gentlemen, to usher us into the yoga session. Permit me to invite to anchor this session. Dr. Stella called him Yoga Guru. But we are going to call him who's the yoga princess? Our princess. We're going to call him Efe Ojuadiase, the MD of Zen Resources Center at Gadwa Estate. He is to anchor this yoga session. Please put your hands together for Mr. Efe Ojuadiase, the yoga guru of Mommy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I don't know if any of you noticed that I had to walk like an elderly because I am not as elderly as expected, so I have to behave like one. Thank you. Thank you for the great privilege to be among such wonderful and distinguished people. You know, when we call her Prof, when she invited me to come over, I was like, but I'm not up to 65. It's 65. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm approaching 65, so it's not so bad. You know, one thing about everybody I see here, I was expecting to see frail looking, shaking people. Well, I came into this hall and I'm seeing young people. I'm sorry I'm using that word, but I think you are all young people. We are all young people. The only difference is that you have been here much longer than I have. But we are all young people. And, you know, one beautiful thing about old age is that you can tell secrets to your friends because most likely they'll forget it. And the ones that don't forget it are probably dead. And the ones that don't forget it are probably dead. So your secrets are safe. You know, old age is a beautiful experience. It all depends on how you look at it. If you look at it with an excitement of going into it, then it can be very beneficial to you. But if you look at it with trepidation, with anxiousness, then it is most likely going to pan out like that for you, you know. And so I'm here to just talk very briefly and take one or two actions. You know, when the MC introduced me as I'm going to have a yoga session, considering the kind of outfits we are wearing, we would not be able to do some things, but we'll do something where we are sitting. However, whatever we are wearing doesn't really matter. I'll just tell us how to sit down so that we can have a more effective experience. Okay, so I want to ask a question. Anybody that gets this answer will receive a very special prize. Very, very special prize. The question is a puzzle, sort of. And it goes like this. What is the most important thing in the world, but the least most important, that is, the least thought about thing in the world? The most important thing in the world, but ironically, the least thought about thing in the world. The least thing we pay attention to in the world. Anybody wants to try? Sorry? Money? No, everybody pays attention to money. Yes? Your life. Life is not very specific. Life is very broad. Sorry? Oh my God, somebody got the answer right. That's what I have to get off of my own here. Just in case you didn't hear her, she said, breathing. Breathing. Oh wow. Okay, she had expo already. You know, it's so strange that the first experience we have as human beings and the last activity, that is the first physical activity and the last physical activity in this world, is the most ignored aspect of our lives. You know, when we come into this world, you know, a baby is not living until they smack, I stand to be corrected, when they smack the baby so that shock will make him take an inhalation that gives life. Even in the Bible, it is said that after God made man was not existing until God breathed into man. We have our eminence here, so in case I'm quoting the scripture wrong, please kindly correct me. He was not alive until God breathed into him. You know, this breathing is a very profound experience that we largely ignore. But has it occurred to you that every time you're angry, your breathing is faster? And anytime someone just tells you calm down and you decide to listen, the next thing you do is and every time you do that, it just mellows down. All the anger just mellows down for the brief moment. And so it is very important that we understand that this experience is not as unimportant as we might think of it. There are people right now that are in the hospital that pay like 60K per oxygen. I don't know how much it is currently. Thereabout 60,000 for just a small tank that can't even last 24 hours. I'm not even sure. So imagine 60K times 7 days times 30 days of the week of the month times 1 year. And so we need to really place attention on the very important things in life. Yeah, we are pursuing so many things. We talk about car to AC office. The environment is so enclosed, we hardly take in fresh air that the brain and the body so desperately desires of our breath. We're going to do like 1 or 2 breathing exercises. But outside this 1 or 2, there are others that you can engage in as well. But even if it's these two activities you do every day, no, just give yourself 1 week is even enough for you to see how your whole, that is your physiological and your mental experience changes. The doctor is here. Everybody saw this great setting. Everybody's here, but nobody knows the amount of anxiousness, craziness that she had to contend with to ensure that this day happened. And that was because her focus was so laser-like. And she had this experience to also support her along the way in helping her maintain a strong focus, because those are one of the things that breathing does to you. It helps you maintain a stronger focus. It helps you have it calms your nerves. You know, it helps your lungs. And of course, we know that our lungs are what supports our breathing. You know, even when we are doing physical exercises, like even something as simple as walking, you see, after a few meters, some of us are out of breath because our lungs are not functioning in its optimal capacity. And so it is important that something you don't have to pay for, you don't trivialize it because you don't have to pay for it. You know, I'll just give us a few. I thought it was going to be a slide, but I'll just run very quickly. Some of the mental benefits of yoga, breathing. You know, it helps you calm the mind. You know, of course, we know slower breaths signals safety to the brain. You are relaxed, you're calm, you're not tensed up. You know, there's no anxiety. You know, regulated airflow, of course, it clears the brain. You know, that's why early in the morning when you come out and you're breathing, you feel the kind of freshness, the kind of lightheadedness, you know, as opposed to when, you know, you're not breathing very well. You know, it expands, physically, it expands the lung capacity. You know, it lowers heart rate, it eases pain. That is why even sometimes when I remember those days when you are actually regulating your body to receive that pain. And that's why you held your breath. You know, so even in certain situations in our life, in our everyday life, for you to slow your breath. When you are feeling angry and you just want to say something nasty to somebody, that should be a signal for you to just slow your breath. Because every time you slow your breath, you know, so you're on your chair, just get yourself together. This is a straight back position. Inhale. Get to your limit, you hold it. Get to your limit, you hold it. It's easier to hold your breath, you count at the same time. Every time you get to the end of the inhalation, you hold it, let the breath sink inside of you, and then you gently exhale. And you exhale to the end and you hold 3 times. Put it together. Please, on how the oxygen is entering inside of you and leaving inside of you. Okay? Okay? After everything. right and block it and exhale from the right nostril. I'll explain it again. We block the right nostril. Let's just do it together. Block your right nostril. And then exhale from your left nostril. Okay, now we go. Inhale from that same left nostril. Block it with your tongue. And exhale from the right nostril. Inhale from the right nostril. Block it. And exhale from the left nostril. Inhale from the left nostril. Block it. And exhale from the other nostril. One more time. Inhale from the right nostril. Block it and exhale from the other nostril. Take a deep breath in with both nostrils and out. And so, as simple as this exercise looks, it has the capacity to reboot your system from the inside. And I will encourage you when you get back home to take a time and go to the internet and just read about breathing exercises. And you might be able to see, but it's not advisable to go into these exercises without a guide, because as little as a breath is, it can lead to, that's what leads to cardiac arrest. That all leads to a lot of issues. So breathing is not so. Some people actually breathe wrongly, and then it affects them in so many ways. The doctor's going to talk about that, when she comes up here. And so I want to encourage you that when you wake up in the morning, even if you're in your office, wherever you find yourself, just anytime you remember these exercises, just do them, and it will all be to your benefits. May God help us. Thank you once again for the opportunity to be here.
I believe that we can still clap more for that session because it's worth it. Thank you very much. May I crave your indulgence, distinguished guests, to skip some items on the agenda based on necessity. We'll move straight. We were at number 7 on your agenda, on your program, but we'll move. We are moving to an activity that is not the next, but I'll use my discretion and my power as the MC, like I said, because of necessity, to go to the next item, which is the first block of the goodwill messages. If you look through your program, you'll notice we have goodwill messages in 2 blocks. So we're going to take goodwill messages now. And permit me, since the first and that list is not around, we would invite the second person who is to give us the goodwill message. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me make welcome our spiritual father, His Eminence, John Cardinal Onaikon, for his goodwill message. Papa has to walk, take a journey first. Don't be sitting in one place. You're welcome.
Just of our host, Lady Dr. Stella Dogu, God bless you, and all of the rest of us who have come to wish you a happy birthday, as well as to join you in this special official launch of Seniors Connect. All protocols thereby observed. I'm to give goodwill message. As a child, where I come from in Kaba, the real Kaba in Kogi State, not only Kaba, much of Yoruba land, when a young man does something good, the elders will say, you will grow old. In other words, it is taken for granted that growing old, becoming is a blessing. Secondly, the MC has quoted the Bible I don't know how many times here. We should not forget that in the 10 commandments that Jesus gave, I think the third one is honor your father and your mother. Your father and your mother means anybody older than you. And it said that it is the first commandment that has a promise attached to it. If you honor your father and your mother, you will live long in the land that the Lord will give you. In other words, if you honor your father and your mother, if you honor those who are older than you, if you honor the senior citizens who seem to need your assistance, you will also have people to look after you when your time comes. The third point I want to make is there's a statement I keep making now since I turned 80. As you know, the Bible says 70 is the sum of our age. So if anybody goes to paradise at 70, he has done well. He has done well. He has lived the sum of our years. Those who are strong can go on to 80 like me. And after 80, you're really on your own. And I keep telling everybody, now I've reached 80, I'm only preparing now to walk straight into paradise. And I wish all of us to arrive there. And I keep telling people around me, if you don't die young, you will grow old. There's no option. If you don't die young, you will grow old. So you better prepare for growing old. And I think this is why this kind of Seniors Connect program is very, very important. Let me go back to my father's Adagba, you will grow old. The fear we are having now is we are living in a world where it doesn't seem to be any longer a great thing to be old. Because there's so much that old people are suffering, and those who ought to take note are not doing so. When we hear that pensioners are not getting what they deserve, even ex-servicemen and women are not getting what they should deserve. And of course, when the elders in the village can no longer rely on their children to take care of them because their children have no jobs. And whereas there are countries where the moment you are 60, the government starts taking care of you. That means it is possible. And so we are praying that we reach a stage where being senior will be really God's blessing. And may all those of us who have passed 70, 65, may God take care of us, whether anybody does so or not. Thank you very much.
Quite timely. Thank you very much, Your Eminence. Brief, but with content. Please, I want to make an announcement. We have a series of games to play today. Some of them are competitive, some for just the fun of it. Our puzzle game, I've noticed quite a number of persons have opened the puzzle games. Please, may I request that you close the puzzle games? That's one of the competing games for this session. You're just meant to open it when the time comes. But every other game in front of you, feel free to play with it if you can engage and still pay attention to us. Thank you very much. May I invite Dr. Omokaru for her goodwill message. You're welcome, Doctor. Please put your hands together for Doctor.
Thank you very much. Your Eminence and other clergies here present, royal fathers, where they are represented here, distinguished patrons and matrons, and our distinguished senior citizens. And of course, our youths who are blessed to be here. I am deeply pleased to be here to celebrate my sister's 77th birthday. My sister, Hon.Dr Stella, PhD, and also to be part of the launch of the Seniors Connect. Firstly, I want to say that without any controversy, that my dear sister Stella is a very good poster. In fact, she's the poster girl for for what is a healthy and active aging and what is continuing engagement. Often people say that older persons, once they are old, they cease to contribute. Once they are old, investing in them is a waste. There are no returns. But she's a good example that we can point to, that old age is not the end of the issue. That older people continue to engage, they continue to contribute, and in fact, they continue to support our economy. So I'm here first and foremost to thank you for what you do. When we talk about healthy aging, one of the things that challenge older persons most is loneliness and isolation. And so where you have founded the Senior Connects, you are really addressing that issue. So I'm very happy to be part of the Senior Connect. I hope before long we'll get to know our schedules and what we need to do. And I'm extremely honored to be chosen as one of the patrons. So thank you so much. God bless you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is not just a goodwill message, but an acceptance speech. All right. Please, once again, put your hands together for Doctor. At this point, I would like to quickly invite for a health talk Dr. Ogugwa Osiogbo for a health talk. Please put your hands together for Dr. Ogugwa.
Thank you, Mr. MC. Your Eminence, I see a lot of excellencies around here. Our former minister, Iyom Ekene-Kwomgi, former ambassadors, former DG who did an excellent work, spotlighting on the issues of aging in Nigeria. My senior colleagues here, Dr. Adeyemi. So everyone, like the Igbos will say, how many Igbos are here? And ye baba ati mama, so I'm going to make this really interactive. We've been sitting for too long. If we talk about healthy aging, it means you're able to move, speak, see, hear, and connect. And that's what we're doing here, connecting. Social connection is one of those major pillars. I've heard a few things today that refer to ageism. Where's our yoga guy? Oh, he's not here. So we like to say that people are older, not old. Nobody's old. You're just older than. Exactly. So I'm 60, so I'm older than those who are below 60. The Eminence has just told us that he's 80, so he's older than the rest of us. Exactly. 80 plus. So You're just older. And really, part of what we must learn as seniors is to assert our rights. Don't let the younger ones make you feel any less important and beautiful and knowledgeable and brilliant, because there's a lot we all have to offer. But sometimes I see in my clinic the children are, Mama, you don't have to keep complaining about that leg. The doctor, she needs to move on. No, complain about the leg. Complain about the eye. Whatever it is that you need and you desire. And that's what the WHO defines healthy aging as. That you're able to do those things that you have capacity for and you desire to do. As a fellow, I had a 76-year-old man who took all of his savings to do a penile implant surgery. Because that was what he desired. He had a young girlfriend and he wanted to have a good life. Yes. So it's about you. What did I say? It's about you. At that age, you do you. Okay, so I'm going to go from table to table. And so what do you think are those things that are making you look so beautiful that you want to share with everybody else?
Clothes.
Wearing. Did we hear her?
Putting on good clothes that will make you beautiful. Putting on good clothes that will make you look beautiful.
Amazing. That's beautiful. I like to see my clients coming to the clinic looking just as beautiful as you all are. Don't wear that pain on your face. Don't get that music that was telling us about the blessings of the day. Don't wear that burden of, oh, my son doesn't have a job yet. Or my daughter is not married yet. Because I see people come and there's nothing physically wrong. It's all in the mind because you're wearing all that burden. That's why spirituality is one of those pillars of healthy aging or healthy living. Unburdening unto the Lord. Believing that there is a higher being that will take care of your problems. Fantastic. Thank you, Ma, for that. Okay, next table. What do you think is making you look this beautiful, Ma, and strong and powerful?
Me?
Yes, you.
God. Honestly.
God. Again, spirituality, worship. So it's about gratitude. And our beautiful, I call her, as I was sitting there, I said, what can we call her? Sister Stella, still stylish, or stylish Sister Stella. Triple F. Well, yeah, I'm trying to make it rhyme. SSS. Stylish Sister Stella. See, she's an epitome, like Dr. Mokaro said, of healthy living, a poster child. And she says, it should not matter. Have that attitude of gratitude. So I say to some of my clients, cancer of prostate, cancer of that, don't wear it. It does not define you. So coming every day you wake up is a special gift for all of us, whether you have a diagnosis or not. So embrace that day and love it. Because when you wear the burden, you lose the capacity to enjoy everything God has put in your way. So if you walk in here and you're still saying, God, this, you wouldn't see this beautiful plants. You would not see these beautiful balloons. In fact, you would not notice that people around you are beautiful. So it's important that we have that attitude of gratitude, not an attitude of despair. Really important. Attitude is everything. So, what would you like to share with everyone today that's making you strong, beautiful?
Believing in God and staying put.
And staying put. Not giving up. not giving up, believing that, yes, tomorrow will come and it will be beautiful. I have somebody here I would like to share with us. I've known her for over 2 decades, and she has remained the same. Ms. Okoli, you want to share with us? Let's give her a round of applause. 86 years young. Just tell us one or two things.
Thank you, Doctor, for the opportunity. It's just the mercy of God. I really thank God, for my daughter. She's so encouraging. I first met her in a private hospital in Wuse. The next time I went to see her, they said she had left the place. I was so disappointed. It took me years to locate her at the National Hospital. Why was I looking for her? Each time you go to her clinic, by the time she jokes with you, plays with you, laughs with you, at the end you then say, Mommy, what brought you to the clinic today? You start racking your brain while you came to hospital. You've forgotten the symptoms. The symptoms were all gone, So because of that, in fact, I stuck to National Hospital. People have been calling me to this places. I said, no, I'm comfortable where I am. And she's been really so caring. But in fact, my joy, what has kept me, well, as she introduced me, I'm just 86 years young. Only. Yeah, I've grown up to learn to give gratitude to God that whatever happens to me, all things will work together, for good, to them that love God. Once you have that personal relationship with God, whatever comes your way, you say it's for good. It must end in testimony. That has kept me going, really, So many challenges, I say God knows about it and he's taking care of it. Praise the Lord.
Thank you, ma. So again, it keeps resonating. Attitude, gratitude. So we'll take the last one, hopefully from one of our fathers here. What would you like to share, sir?
Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Chief Priyo Griki. I'm 71. The celebrant is a role model to many of us who have met her and known her, all the way from Bayelsa State. And this idea, very, very novel and unbeatable. So I said I must be here. Again, I think I agree with what Doctor has suggested about attitude. Living a contented life, I think goes a long way to help. Take one day at a time. You can't win all the battles. You win some, and you lose some, and you cheer up with the ones you win. So that's been my story. Thank you.
This and that and that. That's not restful. If you're not able to sleep, get out of the bed, grab a book. Don't go to the TV or your phone. No. Grab a book. Not TV, ma. Grab a book, start reading the book, and eventually you start feeling sleepy and you get back onto the bed again. So restful sleep, 7 to 8 hours. Stress management, and the yoga is one of the ways that we do that. We must learn to pace ourselves. You have a program at 2 o'clock, and it's only at 1:30 that you're starting to get ready. Of course you will. And all of those stress hormones that are released are not good for our blood pressure or the blood vessels. So stress management. Categorize your situation or your challenges into, I can deal with this now, and you deal with it. The one you cannot deal with, Yeah, unburden it and say, tomorrow I will deal with this. Very important. So I've talked about movement, diet, sleep, connection, and stress management. Yeah, thank you, sir. Social connection. Studies have shown that those who actually have groups that they meet with tend to have a better sense of health, and they actually live longer than those who do not. So this is a good thing. So we thank you again, stylish Sister Stella. What are the things you must do to remain healthy as you live longer? One is being able to do these 6 pillars. Second, please make sure you have a designated hospital or doctor. Because people get sick, So we need to know that there is side, or maybe you need to go and run some tests, or you need to do an ultrasound. And then, oh, okay, this is the diagnosis. Then we give you a prescription. But a lot of Nigerians are doing it the wrong way. And I think it's also because of funds. So that's where health insurance comes into play. So 65 can actually broker, health insurance for the team. Very important. When you have health insurance, you have the freedom to walk into the hospital whenever there's something going on. There is no normal headache. There is no normal cough. So when anything is going on, please make sure you go to get it checked. And that's why it's important to identify that physician and a hospital. It's not only governors and the president that need to have personal physicians. Even when they're not personal to you, but you at least know there's a hospital that has your history. And when you consistently go there, they're tracking your health status. Very important. What else can you do? Well, I think I mentioned that earlier. Being able to assert your rights. Keep living life. Keep loving life. Living with purpose. So every day, have something that you want to do to impact on the life of others. And that keeps you going. She wants, with the record of the longest living human being, lived to be 122. So there's no reason why all of us cannot live that long. Very important. So the call to action for healthy aging is not just what we can do, but also what can happen at the community level. And I think that's what the NSCC DG had actually tried to put in place. What can happen at the government level? Abia State has taken a good step. Ekiti State is doing that. And and Akwa Ibom State, yes. So I'm just going to leave you with that charge to keep loving yourself, keep living life, and having purpose as you live your life. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Have a question?
Well, just avoid cigarette smoke, substance use, whatever it is that comes under that headline that you indulge in, avoid it, stop it.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Adeyemi, for reminding me about that. So you have to avoid toxins. Even though some of my, they're in their 70s and say, but doctor, I've been having this since I was a child. So good for you, it didn't cause you any harm. But you can't expect that you can introduce the same to your neighbor and medications from your neighbors or your church member. Take the prescription from your doctor. Thank you very much.
Doctor, you mentioned that if one cannot sleep, they can read. What of us who cannot read?
Very good point. And there are people who can't read for several reasons, either literacy or even visual issues. So you can come out and listen to very soft music, really soft. It could be a worship song that is really soft, but the important thing is to come out of that bed. The bed, and for that's the other thing, I have older people who, they're laying on the bed all the time. No, you have to keep moving. Get out, come out of the bed, and please don't eat your meals in the bedroom. I had to counsel someone about that 2 days ago. And sometimes it's because it's easier for the children, that's, you know. So some have even created a dining room in the bedroom, a dining table, because we want you to move. You have to, the bedroom is for you to sleep. And for you to get that good sleep, we have what we call good sleep hygiene. The room should be dark. You don't have noise from your TV. So your TV also should not be in your room. You can't have TV in the bedroom, so that you can actually have a good sleep. Okay, any other question?
Thank you. I think, Doctor, this session is going to be like an M&E. It's going to run across the whole event. So your questions can still be coming. So we will just cut for another activity. But like I said, this particular session will continue. All right. So after you, we will just cut there and then do something else. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. I just quickly want to ask about supplements.
Okay, so we one of the vitamins that we have found in our clinic that a lot of older people tend to have low levels of is vitamin D. And vitamin D, we know, is important for cognition, for muscle function, for immunity, and bone function. So we routinely screen for vitamin D levels. And when it's low, we give you a supplement. There are times when people have vitamin B deficiency that could actually cause impairment with their cognition. So unless we see signs that are suggesting that you might have those deficiencies, we really don't routinely say, oh, take the supplement or take that supplement. If you're eating your vegetables and fruits in adequate amount, you really should have all the supplements that you need. Since I have the mic again, there is something we talk about, the body mass index. One of the pillars, the WHO, the American Heart Association talks about the essential 8. And one of those essentials is that you maintain an appropriate body mass index. What's your BMI? It's your weight in kilograms divided by your height in meters squared. We want it to be between 19 and 25, but really for a lot of older people, we're fine with you maintaining it around 27. Why do we focus on the BMI? When the BMI is in excess, it increases the risk for conditions like diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, all of which can increase your risk for strokes. We're seeing a lot of strokes in recent times, heart attacks, kidney failure, all that. So we want everyone to maintain normal BMI. Another essential is that you control all of these chronic medical conditions I already mentioned, the diabetes, hypertension, so that you don't have complications from them. Lastly, in geriatrics, we talk about the 5 M's. Okay, so everyone should know about the 5 M's, whether it's a common, non-medical person and the medical people. Mind, mobility, medications, because of the multi-morbidity, having so many conditions in one person, a lot of people are taking 10, 12 drugs, and that causes what we refer to as polypharmacy. Polypharmacy increases the risk for adverse effects. So one of the things we do in the clinic is reviewing the medications and being able to say, this is no more necessary, we can take it off. Polypharmacy, so mind, mobility, medication, multi-complexity. So the life of any older person, has so many dimensions, so many things that are affecting you. Your living arrangement, how healthy you are, what's the burden of disease that you might have, what's your economic situation. All of that leads to that multi-complex issue. And under that, we also have issues of abuse. So in the clinic, one of what we look out for are signs, and especially those who are so dependent on others. You and I can get up in the morning, go use the bathroom, put on your clothes, and there are people who need other people to do all of those activities that we refer to as activities of daily living. And they become at risk of abuse. So that comes into the multi-complex issues. The last M is what matters most. So in geriatrics, unlike traditional medicine, we form a team with the client and the family members. What are your preferences? We do not just make a plan for you. We will consider the preferences of the individual and their family members in working out a care plan. Thank you very much. I could be here for 24 hours.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, we are going to go back to the doctor again. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please, once again, Dr. Ogugwa Osi Ogbu, the head of Geriatrics Unit, National Hospital, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, widely acclaimed as the Nigeria's pioneering geriatrician. Dr. Osi his work spans across clinical practice, workforce training, and policy advocacy aimed at promoting the care, protection, and well-being of senior citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dr. Ogugwa once again. Right about now, please, I wish us to move us to item 15 of your program. I see our spiritual father wants to leave, and please, we want to honor our patrons, and he is one of them. Let me hand over the microphone to Dr. Stella to please honor the patrons of the 65 program.
Undoubtedly, sir. Undoubtedly, sir. On behalf of 65 and our recently formed 65 community, 65 Connect, we're happy to give you this sash in recognition of your care, your support for this program, and for the prayers that you prayed 3 years ago.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have to go because my siesta time is past. And it's one of the things I keep note of. To make sure I have the 8 hours sleep every day.
Thank you so much, Your Eminence. We sincerely appreciate your coming as our father. May God lead you safely back home. Thank you. So we continue with the honoring of our patrons. Please. Okay, so yes. What is here? Please, may I respectfully invite Dr. Emem Omokaro, who is one of the matrons of 65 to please proceed to the restroom for her honor. May I invite the former Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Federal Republic of Nigeria, and founder of the Alzheimer's Disease Foundation, ADF, and the recipients of the prestigious member of the National Institute, Iyom Josephine Aneni. Please come forward for your honor. You're welcome. Our senior citizen of Nigeria.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, SSS.
May I invite Dr. Ogugwa Osiogbu, just the last speaker, head of Geriatrics Unit, National Hospital, Doctor par excellence. You're welcome. The representative of the chairperson of this event, may I invite Ms. Morenike Grace Henry, JP, the national chairman of Nigerian Legion, to please come for our honor. Please, let's put our hands together for Ms. Morenike. Thank you. We have a long list of those to be honored. Those that are not here, we would send their searches to them with goodwill from the 65. Thank you very much, Mommy Stella, for honoring the matrons and the grand patrons and patrons of 65. God bless you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, with the power vested on me as the MC, please, I still wish to alter your program. May we quickly move to the panel session. Let's finish the most important things first. I would like to invite to anchor the panel session again, and I'm sorry about that, Dr. Stella. This is to keep you busy as our sharp mommy. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Dr. Stella Dogu, the host of this event, the Senior Citizens Connect, to please anchor the panel session. I would invite the MCs to just give us lights, music from the background while the stage is set for the panelists. Please, is there anyone who wishes to go get their blood pressure checked? Please feel free to meet with the doctors. Please, the medical team is still around. The medical team is still on ground outside there. If you want to have your BP checked, please feel free to step out and meet with the doctors or any other check you want to be carried out. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please, we'll move swiftly to constitute the panel. Before I hand over the microphone to Dr. Stella, please, let's make welcome the following panelists. The first, and in no particular order anyways, Dr. Omokaro, the founder of the Devo Omokaro African Institute on Aging and Development, and the former Director General, National Senior Citizen Center. Please put your hands together for Dr. Omokaro. Please, anyway. To join Dr. is Dr. John Konto, the psychiatrist in the behavioral medicine unit at Karu General Hospital. Doctor, please, can you come forward? Dr. John Konto. Put your hands together and encourage Dr. John as he gets to the stage. And I like the arrangement on this list. Being a gender expert, when a male is called, a female is called, and a male is called, and then the next a female is called, and a male is called, it makes me comfortable. Please make welcome Architect Victoria Ono, who is going to be represented by Kaliat Dorothy Paul. The last but not the least, please let's make welcome a financial expert, Mr. Joseph Ejike. Please welcome to the stage. Put your hands together for Mr. Joseph Ejike, a financial expert. If you look at this panel, for me, is a gender-sensitive panel. And so I'm going to, at this point, hand over the microphone to the able moderator, our host, Honorable Dr. Stella Yamara. Please put your hands together for Dr. Dogu, our mommy, who would moderate this panel session.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Some people are already leaving. We didn't start the way that we wanted to start at 1 o'clock. But for those people who may be compelled to leave, your takeaway packs and the little souvenir that we have for you will be given to you as you exit. But I think you should just give us a little bit of your time as we engage and interrogate this panel, because they're going to be talking about things that concern us. They're going to be talking about care. I think it was His Eminence that talked about how parents get lonely, I think, if I've not forgotten. And so Dr. Omokaro, she's been introduced. You all know her. She is the chairperson of the Omokaro Foundation. She was also the former and the pioneer DG for the National Senior Citizen Center. We have one of our patrons just walking in, and so I think he should just walk right in. and take his seat. Prince Dr. Ero Ibafidon. So today we're going to talk about elder care or senior citizens care. We're going to talk about the nursing home option. Is it an aberration for Nigeria to be talking about sending our senior citizens to the nursing home? Or is it something that we find ourselves in that must be done in order that our senior citizens get, if not the optimum care, but the kind of care that will make relatives and parents feel more comfortable? Most of us who are here are retirees, or we've stopped active engagement or work. How did we plan to get here? And now that we are here, what are we doing? And then some of us who are here have lost loved ones. We've lost beloved spouses that we've spent 25, 30, 40, 50 years with. And so we have to begin to chart the different kind of lifestyle without these companions that we've spent so much time with. How do we deal with grief? If we're not careful, if we do not know how to deal with it properly, what are the things that it can lead to? We have Dr. John Konto. He's a psychiatrist. You're welcome. Mr. Joseph Ejike, and a representative of architect Victoria Onu from the Grace Care Nursing Home. You're all welcome to this panel. So we'll start by talking about care for the elderly. And Dr. MM is going to very briefly, did you hear what I said? Very briefly. Talk about the burden of giving care to elder citizens.
Thank you very much. I think the best persons to talk about the burden of care really are persons who have the lived experience, where one has to care, long-term care, protracted care, care that is chronic and intense, 24/7. Care that drains somebody mentally, physically, care that makes the carer invisible, care that is unpaid for, and care that drains somebody financially. I can only give you the dynamics and the elements of the care, but I know people in this room that have been in that arena. And so when we talk about care, what do we mean? We have to first understand that. We are looking at a very comprehensive system of activities, whether it is paid or unpaid, that is given to seniors that are at risk or seniors that have very compromised functional capacity. So they cannot carry out activities of daily living themselves. and they cannot carry out what is called instrumental activities of daily living. So care means that there are people there to bathe them, take care of their hygiene, dress them, feed them, ambulate them, that is transfer and give them, help them to exercise their motor. And then the other one also, that care also can include cooking, cleaning, it can include security, it can include many things, so long as that older person cannot help himself but depends on those people. And so you have two kinds of carers, because to talk about the burden, you must talk about the type of care. You have the informal carers. This is family. These are sons and daughters, spouses, sisters. These ones are unpaid for. These ones are not regulated. These ones can be there 24/7. These ones can be the ones also taking care out of their pockets. They are covering the expenses. They are doing the burden of lifting, the burden of bathing, the burden of cooking and feeding. These are informal caregivers. And then on the other hand, you have formal caregivers. These could be institutions, like I'm sure you're going to hear. These are professionals who have been certified as geriatric social caregivers or health caregivers. And this burden is less on these ones because they are regulated, they are inspected, and they are paid. And they have their time scheduled. Whereas the informal care time is not scheduled. Until midnight, they are still there caring. They are the ones cooking, they are the ones running around, and so on and so forth. And so why is this burden there? Number one, the burden is there because of the high incidence of multi-morbidity. So you can have this same person that you're caring for suffering from diabetes, he has cardiac problem, he has motor problem, he has cognitive impairment, everything rolled in one. And so you have this one carer being the one to take care of all these things. And even this one carer, even though he's not trained, is also the one making the care plan and also managing medication. And so the high incidence of multi-morbidity is one. And then number two also is the lack of social insurance. Because there's no insurance cover, there's no social insurance, there's no way to, everything is out of pocket. So you have adults, children, being stressed. Most of them are sandwiched between their parents and their own children. Most of them are meeting obligations of children, paying high school fees and all that, and having to decide, so which one is priority? It's mentally very intense. And then you also have a situation where you don't have this care, care is not integrated. So you're at home taking care, you don't know how to link this care to the primary health care. You don't know how to do, there's no transfer system. And you don't know how to link the primary health care to the general hospital and to the specialist hospital where my sister, Dr. is. So you have everything fragmented and compartmentalized. And so this is a lot of burden. Because my time is limited, I just want, before I leave, to tell you what Nigeria had begun to do, and hopefully what Nigeria will continue to do. Because there is need to intervene in care of older persons. Even up to family. There is need to strengthen the family to be able to care better. So the National Senior Citizen Center had worked with stakeholders, many stakeholders, from NBTE to Federal Ministry of Health to National Primary Healthcare Development Agency to Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, the Geriatrics Association of Nigeria, Gerontology Association of Nigeria, name it, Social Workers Association, to make care a skill. Caregiving is not an all-comers thing, especially when it gets complicated. So NBTE now integrated it into the National Skills Qualification Framework. And they started the training and certification of caregivers for the first time in Nigeria. developed a national occupational standards. So they can use this standard to care. And then set up geriatric social care skills council. These ones that will work with MBTE to ensure that the curriculum meets the needs of the industry. And then we had already also given so much information to the House of Representatives to start the bill that will result in an act that will regulate the establishment, administration, and accreditation of care agencies. Because what is happening in Nigeria now, everybody's doing their own thing. And nobody really knows whether they are meeting standard. So all those things had been in place. Training providers had been accredited. In fact, as I speak to you now, 2 training providers already started. In fact, they have trained and certified 2 cohorts, University of Benin Teaching Hospital and University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, training and certifying. And then even the setting up of the senior centers, we had developed national policy guidelines. You don't just get up and set up a senior center. There are guidelines to do those things. And then, of course, accreditation of care settings. So you want to set up a nursing home, you want to set up a respite home, a residential care home, you have criterias, you have standard operating procedures. So all those things are right now, had been done in Nigeria. So I want to appeal to everybody here. You must be from some states. Please beg, appeal, with informed advocacy, inform your government, your state governors to domesticate the National Senior Citizen Center Act. In domesticating that act, you will create an agency for older people that will coordinate everything concerning older people. And then they can work with NSCC to ensure that what NBTE and NSCC had put in place, your state can start to train and certify caregivers. Your state can start to accredit domiciliary care agencies that can take care to the homes, to strengthen family, to give family options, to reduce abuse and reduce the burden of care. And finally, we are now pushing, the Vomokro Foundation and some other people are now pushing to ensure that the National Health Insurance Authority Act that made provisions for the vulnerable group funds and listed older people, that we create these systems so that that fund can be used as social insurance for older persons who need long-term care, not necessarily only older persons who go to the hospitals. So let me stop here. So that's...
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm sure that we've gotten more enlightened about this issue, and this is a very big issue for everybody who has older persons. Even for me, I need to understand, because it's not easy to get carers that know what they're doing. We just get carers in our homes, and they move, like you said, from morning till midnight. They have no specialization, they have no real skills. But it's good to know that there are agencies now, and that skills will be taught to those people. The only thing gets to be the money, the funding, and the fact that we don't even have health insurance. Thank you very much for that. Now we'll go straight away into the nursing home. All of you have seen that today we have a couple of homes in our midst. Please, we can't open the puzzle books. It was announced we cannot open the puzzle books because it's going to be a competition. So you will have to be taken, and you will have to be given new ones. Whoever is editing this program now will have to take that off the program. Elder care, nursing homes. Is it something that we have to do in Nigeria, or are the homes just set up to make money? Is it just a business?
Thank you for this opportunity to speak up here. Okay, so nursing home is something we can do in Nigeria. When you speak about nursing home, because of our culture and our values, because we grow up believing that the only form of care you can give your loved ones is having them in your homes, you providing the direct care to them. But if we look at our population, as the older adults are aging, it comes differently for a lot of people. You find out that for some, it's the seniors sitting out here. Then unfortunately for some, you notice a decline in mobility, you notice decline in cognitive abilities. You find out that a father who was once the pillar of his home can no longer do basic, simple daily living activities. He needs assistance with dressing and all. So we all pray to have a healthy we all pray to have a healthy old age. Nobody prays that illness comes in, but unfortunately for some people it comes with serious illnesses. So as this population is aging, as the older adults are aging, you find out that the younger adults who are supposed to be the care providers are out there trying to raise families, trying to grow a career, and then trying to have other relationships. So the issue comes in now is how do they find a balance between providing care for their loved ones and also growing a family and then working and trying to get a career. You would all agree with me that providing care comes with a lot of physical, emotional, and financial challenges that it takes someone who with strong will and strong mind to say, yes, I'm willing to do this. So this is where we look at advocating for safe, healthy, and well care. So if we're looking at safe care, we should be asking ourselves, how do we ensure that the environment that our aging elderly ones are living is safe, free from fall and abuse? Then if we're looking at health, we shouldn't be looking at health as managing illnesses. We should be looking at healthy living as ensuring that, okay, this person goes through routine check, constant routine check. You're preventing any medical issues from coming up. So just like the doctor spoke, there are little steps you take as we age to ensure that, okay, I check my vitals daily, I take my walk. So when it comes with a decline in cognitive abilities and the rest, you find out that the older adults cannot make those decisions for themselves. This is where you, as the care provider, comes in. So if we're looking at safe, healthy aging, then this is where we speak about the nursing home. So because our values does not support nursing home, when you speak about it, a lot of people see it as abandonment. But I would disagree with that. So if we look at well-structured nursing homes, it gives us a lot of advantages, because a well-structured nursing home gives you a 24 hours round-the-clock care that gives you peace of mind as a family caregiver. You know that, okay, if I am at home, if I'm sleeping at home, I know that my loved ones are receiving the best care possible. Then in the nursing homes, you have you have the caregiver, you have the registered nurses, you have the doctors, other professionals who ensure that your loved ones are being checked, that your loved ones are not lacking in anything that has to do with their health. Nutrition and hydration are top-notch check and at all times. So if we would look at nursing homes, I would say the best way to look at nursing homes would be that we get a lot of our individuals, bodies like this one, to look at how we would ensure that these nursing homes are not just existing as nursing homes, that the right tools are being put in place. So if we look at it that way, because care is very expensive. Care is very expensive, if you agree with me. So if we'll have individuals who have religious bodies who would take it upon themselves to see how these homes, even with the right structures being put in place, that they assist to give families who are financially not strong enough to provide care for their loved ones, to see that this home subsidize these services. So if we look at it this way, so if we're going to look at care home, we also have to consider best practices. So if we're looking at best practice from a professional angle, I will tell you best practice for providing quality care would be conducting a comprehensive assessment, which gives you an insight into the needs of this individual. So it will enable you work with this individual well. And okay, my time is up.
Who regulates the homes?
Okay, the homes are being regulated by registered care managers.
Who are they? Who are these?
We have them like, I'll say for Grace Nursing Care Center, we have a geriatrician who is at the top of managing our activities.
One of the, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but my first question or my first concern was how do people set up nursing homes? People may have passion, you may have a gerontologist, and then we just set up homes. Is that enough? Or should the government come in to regulate? There must be a regulating body.
Okay, for us, the government should be the one regulating the nursing homes. So
is that the case with
no, for Grace Nursing Care Center, the government is not involved in Grace Nursing Care Center.
So it's much better from your standpoint that the government should
gets
be
involved,
there
yes,
to regulate and set up the standards and what
yes,
have you.
yes.
You have talked that people might get some respite from the burden of taking care of the person and taking care of the families. But it's not enough. There must be a proper regulating agency to make sure that all the caregivers have the necessary skills and certifications to be able to run the nursing home. But that doesn't mean that we cannot look at the option of nursing homes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, Dr. Konto, we have a lot of people here who have lost their loved ones. And it's difficult sometimes to cope. In your own experience, what does grieving do to families? How do people grieve? Is there a right way to grieve? What happens when we do not grieve right? When we don't have the kind of emotional support that we're supposed to have when we've lost somebody? What are the resultant effects and what can we do?
Okay, thank you very much for inviting me for this big occasion. We know that we all grieve at one point in time in our lives, whether of our loved ones or grieve over something that is very pertinent to us. In grieving, we feel as if you are in a desert, or you are on the sea with no connection at all to anything. And then by the time you feel that way, you begin to have some form of emotional feelings. And then before I go further, I would like us to know the stages of grief before we know what and what to do, how to deal with them. A Swiss psychologist introduced these 5 stages of grief. Her name is Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. The first stage of this grief, when the grief happens, or when you love a loved one, the first stage is the stage of denials. At this stage, the individual or the person may not even believe that the loss actually happened. And then it's normal to also feel that shock and numbness. And again, during this phase of denial, they go through a lot of suppressed feelings, which, they are not expressed at that particular time. So at that phase of denial, you see somebody telling his or herself, I'm perfectly fine, despite hearing that news of loss of loved one. And then the second stage is the stage that anger comes in. This anger is a way of confronting the suppressed feelings. In this, just like what I said, in the phase of the denial, in the stage of the denial, they go through some suppressed feelings. And these suppressed feelings, at the stage of anger, they try to express it. We know that all of us, we at one point of the time, we express anger through our pains. When we feel pains, we express anger. So at this phase, at this stage of anger, that stage is the stage that will confront those suppressed emotions. And at that stage, what happened is that it's not uncommon for us to have that directed anger on some sorts of things, maybe like having anger towards maybe even the diseased person, the nurse, the doctor, even the friends that are around. You feel that anger. It's not uncommon to have that, but the important thing is for us to know how to express those anger in a healthy manner. And how we can express this in a healthy manner is by a kind of venting those pains to someone that is close to us. And by then, we also connect, just like what we see now. You can connect to people, talking to people, and that also helps to, suppress the anger. And then the third stage is the stage of bargaining. The person that lost the person that is grieved begin to have bargaining. He will be bargaining, will be a kind of expressing some statements, like it's more like a statement of grief about what you have done or what you have not done before the loss. And again, these statements, it kind of try to, alleviate your pains. And then you believe that these statements can actually, help you to cope with these pains. And by bargaining, it means you are negotiating. So it helps us, bargaining, it kind of helps us to, to alleviate our pains, and also to help us to negotiate, with these pains. And then the fourth stage is the stage of depression. When depression sets in, this stage represents emptiness and acute sadness. And at this stage of sadness, it doesn't necessarily mean that the person has a mental disorder, but is an appropriate way of response to the loss. And then the last phase the last stage is the stage of acceptance. At that stage, it begins to, it's not that you accept what happened, but it just means that you accept the reality of life. And then at this phase, what the acceptance does is that so that's the last phase. One is to a kind of try not to judge yourself or to feel guilty, and then also try to exercise, just like someone that is angry about the loss and all that. Try to exercise, do some sports, and even, you know, when the pains become so overwhelmed, you can equally seek the attention of your mental health professionals, so that they will help you to strengthen your coping mechanism. Maybe because at that point you could not cope with the feelings or with the anger, so you seek for the professional advice. And then you also try to take a nap, sleep very well, eat nutritious food, and also try to think through your pain. And then by doing all this, you see that you're able to a kind of control or to suppress this grief, and then you're fine with it.
Thank you very much, Dr. Konto. We will have a period where we're going to int out. Our last panelist today is talking about managing our finances. How do we maintain financial independence after retirement? Mr. Ejike.
Thank you very much. I would like to use this particular opportunity to appreciate the celebrant, who also happens to be the major person in this particular program. When I was coming yesterday, when I got a message from one of the organizers, this is by the way, so it's a great opportunity to be here. We're looking at how do you maintain post-retirement financial independence. Financial independence does not actually mean that you are wealthy, but it is the state where you are able to take care of your basic needs without having to depend on even relations, people around you. You are able, for prudent planning, to maintain your daily living, monthly activities without really depending on anybody, so that with or without anybody supporting you financially, you can keep yourself going. And one of the ways that you can do this is after retirement. Actually, let me say that for some of us who have retired but not tired, one of the ways you can, if you have not yet retired, is for you to commence pre-retirement plans. Many of us didn't do that. You just discovered that you are exited and that is all. You didn't plan for it. So one of the basic things that can make you to maintain financial independence after retirement, it is going to be based on what you have already put on ground before retiring. If it is not there, you are likely going to have crisis. Now, another thing that we would like to do, if you must have financial independence, don't enter into businesses that you do not have idea. You want to go into fishing, and you don't like to see fish. It's wrong. Don't go into projects that you have little or no idea on how. The day he got to the airport, the lady was not there. Her phone of what they were going, the lady was not there. Her phone of what they were going there to do. But we must learn beyond that. Do businesses that you know it down to earth. Then the third thing you can do is to diversify your incomes. Don't say, this little I am getting is not even enough for me. If you don't invest it, within time it will disappear. But if you invest it, you begin to see the little ones that are coming, no matter how small. If you manage it with discipline, you will discover that at the end of the day, whether nothing happens at all, something is coming in. Finally, don't put your money in savings account in the bank. Many of us say, I'm saving my money. What is the interest rate of what they give you? Maybe 2% or 1% of what you have saved. In fact, by the time they deduct SMS and other things from that money, it is affecting your capital. Put your money in a money generating bank, like federal bonds, federal government bonds, for instance. It may be small, but your money will never reduce. You have mutual funds in various banks. It may be small, but your money will never reduce. What happens is that those little interests that come in will make you to remain financially stable. And as we leave this place, I want us to go with one mindset. It is one thing to plan, it is another thing to execute. And know that if you fail to plan, you have planned to fail in life. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you to all our panelists. We've dealt with very important topics here, but we do not have the time because we've been here for quite a while. And many of the people who were supposed to be part of our community have already left. Because when we started at 12 o'clock, it was for people to take advantage of the medical services that were provided, and also for the spa that was provided. I'm sure that is to say that I know the time is far gone, but I'm also seeing that we're no longer concentrating, and there's a lot of noise that's coming. We're having noise from our bar. We're also having noise from people who are having private conversations. And yet, we are dealing with some very important issues here. We're talking about how to care for our loved ones, the burden of the care. We're talking about the multifaceted areas of dealing with the burden of caring for older people or for our senior citizens, while we ourselves are also getting old. We're talking about making a last-ditch decision to send our seniors.
Conversation around nursing homes. While we say that culturally, this is not something we should think about, but there are those individuals who need skilled care from people who are experts. And the emotional burden sometimes, that comes with having to care for an older adult who was so dependent, especially those at advanced stage of dementia, for instance. So it's something we have to think about. It's either we are at a state where we have skilled people who can go into the homes to help us look after such older persons, or we have them in a nursing home. But it's important that the regulation is put in place. So Dr. Mokaro did set up all of these benchmarks and stuff, but we don't know what has happened subsequently, and that's where the conversation also needs to go. And for regulation to be put in place, it needs to be picked up. All the work that had gone prior to now should not be abandoned. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, you put your hands together since that was a comment. Any other comments or question? Please, let's just keep it beyond. If it's a question, just 60 seconds. If it's a contribution, just 2 minutes, please.
Thank you, MC. Thank you, panelists. I just want to, please pardon me. In situations like this, I'm really privileged to be here. The convener invited me. I'm not a 65. I'm 64 plus. So thank you for inviting me. I want to refer to, yeah, but it says quarter to 65, but I'm 64, don't worry. I just want to refer to the presentation by Sister Kaliat. Yeah, Dorothy Paul, right? Yeah, I just want to refer to, I just want to appeal, ma'am, Madam Omakara, in Nigeria, correct, I'm talking as a Nigerian, like the doctor emphasized, there's a need for proper moderation and regulation, very clear. I'm happy doctors are here. Hospitals and all hospitals, orphanages are, all in the bid to get involved, all in the bid to make money. I heard Kalia says it's expensive to run a care home, which is very correct. I know of Nigerian professionals who are all out there running this care thing and making money. So as we do that, as Nigerian government embraces that, please, I want to appeal that proper care, meticulous preparation, planning should be involved. Because naturally, as Africans, it sounds somehow, it sounds Western exotic to carry your old papa and your old mama and go to, I mean, it's true. Put it vis-a-vis at the fourth commandment of God that says, honor your father and mother, have blessings, only promise. So I want to appeal that as we do that with caution, especially in our context, Nigeria, in the current situation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your contribution and for your advice. Any other question, please?
Yeah, let me start by thanking Dr. Dogu and wishing you a happy birthday. And I also want to just quickly talk about a case I have. I have an elderly mom, and she had stroke, and I've been taking care of her in my house. And the emotional, financial toll has been immense on every member of my family. And I think the biggest challenge we have is stubbornness of the elderly. I think they seem to know exactly what they want. No matter our best intention is always, he's my son, I gave birth to him. I'm the ultimate authority, but I get described as, he's that little boy I raised. So I need some comments on that. To the financial, post-retirement financial independence, my question is between renting out a property versus selling it. What's the most prudent approach? Thank you.
I think that requires an urgent answer. Okay.
Okay. When it comes to the maybe a family house or a personal house, sometimes selling a property, knowing the need and the use of what you have matters. For instance, if you are only living together with your wife, maybe the children are out, they are already in various homes of theirs, you are a grandfather, and you are living in a duplex. The children are not willing to live there with their families. Maybe your first son to live in the same place with you. But you are not, sometimes you even find it difficult to sweep some of the rooms and the whole place is on that. It is better for you to sell it. Build a smaller, portable, comfortable place that you can take care of physically, the physical environment, and that you are comfortable to live in. If for instance you have 5 bedrooms and the only one you are using in the house is 1, what are the 4 doing? That is one. Another way you can do it is separate the rooms even within maybe the duplex, so that they have different exits and entrances. Then you can rent the same property within the same place that you are in crisis. So even as we're talking now, if I want to build a house, any house I want to stay in today, there must be provision within the compound where tenants will stay, so that if there is any risk, any danger, you can cry out for help. So it's not a prestige. You are no longer using the property and it's big and it's standing and you are alone inside. So it depends. These are the two and you can live comfortably. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Mokaro, you wanted to, yes, she wants to have a final word. Our resident gerontologist just left. Yes, geriatrician, she just left.
Just to say, as really our brother over the sea, that to build a geriatric social care quality assurance system, we're talking about quality assurance. Quality assurance system is complicated because it brings in many stakeholders, including our lawmakers, for the regulation, the regulatory framework. And I also want to say that we must understand that anytime you hear about care settings, there are different kinds of care settings. It's not only, he's talking about the nursing home. There's a nursing home there, which, as was said, that market is also open. That's a market niche. Because you even have some Nigerians in the diaspora. They don't know what to do with their parents who have developed dementia, who have other degenerative diseases that they cannot manage, and they are not here to manage. Children have out-migrated. So where you find professionals who have studied and are certified, but the only thing here now is that Nigeria is not in that place yet to regulate these institutions. But where it is regulated, then sometimes the best care, where you are not available, and there is no domiciliary care, is the institutions. So now you have the nursing homes. You also have what is called residential homes. These residential homes and independent living homes, it's not necessarily that these older people are so frail and degenerated they can't help themselves. Is that sometimes they are left there and they are all alone in the house, where they are not in the communities, but they are in the urban centers. And they prefer, in fact, I said care means you have these agencies that are accredited, they are manned with people that are certified, and they are the ones who employ these certified caregivers and are in charge of sending them into the homes. So now they can regulate. Now you have where to call. They are now the ones scheduling them. They are now domiciliary,
Living the people who are close to them. I want to thank every member of this panel. You did yourselves so very creditably. My sister always is on the ball. AGK, you're going to come back again because Connect is just beginning. Dr. Konto, the same with you. And for Kaliat, yes, but remember that if 65 is going to recommend people, then we want to be sure that all of the necessary regulations are in place and that you're not having a nursing home versus a hospice. There are so many different things. A respite home. I know a place where that is a respite home, even in Abuja here, where parents can go spend 2 months, 3 months, and then come back to their homes. I want to thank you very, very much. The conversation will definitely continue. And for members, most of my members have gone. The most exciting part of this program has not taken place. We wanted to have the crossword puzzle. I don't know if we can still take 5 minutes. Anna Edem, please organize us so that we can do 5 minutes of the crossword puzzle. In the meantime, thank you very much, my panelists. Thank you.
Please,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen,
Let's
can you
take
put
a
your hands
picture.
together
Yes.
for the panelists once again as they take a picture? And I want to sincerely thank Dr. Stella for moderating the session aptly. Please, no one should open the puzzle first. Please just wait. It's going to be moderated. While the panelists and the moderator are taking their photograph, I want us to acknowledge the presence of some of our church friends. Mommy is a church person, I mean Dr. Stella, and she is also a leader in the church. And she belongs to a community called St. Peter Catholic Community. And we have the leadership of this group at the level of the Garuki Dinari here present. I'm talking about Sir Joe Ekanem, the Dinari President of St. Peter Catholic Community. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hand for Sir Joe Ekanem and his dear wife. The whole family is here. Thank you very much for joining us. And we also have other friends that are here in your respective capacities. Please, we acknowledge you and we say thank you and welcome. I need to please crave our indulgence. Please, we have 2 more important activities to do. Apart from the puzzle, there is going to be an official launch of the Citizens Connect today. And that launch is important as the aftermath would be that all of us, especially those who really appreciate this meeting, would declare or decide either to be members at different capacities. And so please, I crave your indulgence to please give us, in the next 20 or 30 minutes, we should be out of this place. Thank you very much as I invite Mrs. Hannah Edem. Please come forward and coordinate the puzzle. It is now time for you to pick your puzzles, but don't open it, only follow instructions. Thank you very much. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, everybody. Good evening. We made a mistake. We should have told you not to open the puzzles when we gave them out. So, but now is the time. We're going to open it. The reason why we said it shouldn't be open is because it's going to be competitive. That's we're going to fill it, and the first to finish each of the pages is going to win a prize. That's the reason. So then we can all open it now, and there are 4 pages. There are 4 pages. You have the family member word search, the month, fruits in with the theirs. That's what I mean. Okay, can we start with the family members word search? The first to finish, please just lift your hands. Yes. MC. Don't you have one? Jumoke, there's somebody here that doesn't have. Family member word search is what we're doing now, please. I think we have like 5 more seconds. Yeah. Well, that I can't do anything about that. So I'm adding another 10 seconds to the 5 seconds I was left. Well, the 15 seconds is finished. Well, somebody has already.
We have a winner already.
We already have a winner. Yes, I've looked at it, ma'am. Sorry, the next one is the fruit word
So
set.
you can turn to the next page.
Fruit, please. Not months. Fruit. Fruits. I don't want somebody saying I didn't hear that. Fruits is the third one. Fruits, please.
That's why we're going to get the second position.
So you can just watch. You do well not to allow somebody to giraffe. Because if somebody giraffes, might be looking at just one more thing and then the person wins and you don't win. Nobody doing here? We have 50 more seconds, please. 50 more seconds. Yes, it's fruits.
I'm seeing some people on another page other than
I
fruits.
said fruits.
We are doing
I
fruits.
said fruits.
If your pencil is broken, check your purse. If you have eye pencil, feel free to use it.
Somebody wanted a pencil. Where's the person? I have a pencil here.
Okay, time up.
Sorry. So there's
Time
no
up. Any winner
for this segment.
Any winner?
Huh?
You're done? Okay. Someone is done. Let's check.
You have to do all. It has to be complete for it to be.
Tomatoes, banana, orange, blueberry. Wow. Everything. We have a winner.
We have another winner.
We have a winner. Well done. Congratulations. Please write your name there.
Okay. So now we're doing the last one. The wild animal word scramble. At the back.
At the back.
Wild animals word scramble. Yes, ma'am.
Last but
It's
one page.
scrambled. The words are scrambled and the animal. So if you can rearrange them to give you the name of an animal, then you know you have done it right.
The spellings are mixed and scattered. So you arrange the spelling if you know the
You
animal.
unscramble them.
Senior citizens on what scramble. Oh, your pencil is broken?
I'm looking forward to the Seniors Connect group.
Who's done? Ah. Hey, wait. Where are the men now?
They are seated. Is there a problem?
Yeah, rhino. Okay, rhino, frog, snake, gorilla, elephant, camel,
Some people
cheetah.
have not finished. Though it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's bear.
Any other person has finished? We have 1. We have 2, 3, 4. Okay. Please just don't forget your number. 1, 2, 3, 4. People that have finished so far. People that have finished. She finished first.
I'm giving you a prize for only the first person.
I know. From those that have finished within the time, because we still have about 30 seconds or 40 seconds.
Okay. It's just the first person. Maybe
Okay, she finished first. Okay.
No, even if you finish.
I knew. I just wanted to give a benefit of doubt to those who were.
I noticed some people were doing it for the first time. I also noticed that the first winner is her hobby. And I knew she was going to win from the way she was going. She likes doing it. We're told that this helps our cognitive memory. I actually didn't used to do these things. But I went to see my daughter and she forcefully enrolled me into a seniors club. And I found out these were the things that we were doing. We don't have such things here and it would be very nice. We do other things. I didn't used to do this. But when I went, I joined that club. As I was coming back, I bought the books. You can sit down and do it also on your own. But it's also nicer when there is a group. So that's what Senior Connect is going to be about. So we're going to give out the gifts. The first winner, please.
The second person was here. The second winner is here, right? All right, so we want to give the prizes to the winners for these games. We begin with the first prize, the first position in these exams. Jump. Yes, for the family member word search, the first is Mrs. Zainab. Is it Aisha? Zainab Suleiman. Please come forward. Put your hands together for Zainab. Yes. Thank you. All right. The second for the fruits word search, second position. Okay, so all the winners, you've just been declared first position. So she is a first position for the family word search. And now for the fruit search, the winner. Okay, so there is no position, it's just winner. So the winner for the fruit word search is Miss Catherine Chuku.
Somebody tell me
gave me her name wrongly. You were not on seat. I came to get the name there. She gave me the. Okay, so for fruit, what's your name, please? Yes, first, the winner for the fruit word search. Okay. Hello. Okay, please.
We are all welcome to have joined us, but the gift had to go to the senior citizens. That is what my senior has just told me. So the fruit search, unfortunately, I can't remember who finished next after the young lady. So we'll
the
just
search. If you finished and you are up to 65 and above for the fruit search, or the
animals, the scrambling.
Okay, we are still waiting for the winner. Okay, we are still waiting for the winner for fruits. So
I'm done. Thank you, everybody.
So we still have one gift for the fruit word search. So any senior citizen, you have the liberty to still work on it. All right. Fruit. Oh, mommy, you finished? Okay, we have a winner for the fruit word search. She's a senior citizen. Please let me check. Perfect. Correct. Mrs. Okwechime, please come forward for your gifts as a winner of the fruit word search. Okay. It's good that we didn't leave that. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Hannah Edem for anchoring this game session for us. Thank you very much. There is one more game we will do, but not now. That is after we finish the business of the day. That will be after this. But if you look at the room, our numbers, by our meeting here, the Seniors Connect has been launched. If you agree with me, please put your hands together for yourselves so that we agree and then move to the next item. By these statements, ladies and gentlemen, the next thing would be the membership. We do not intend that the citizens, Senior Citizens Connect will just be a nomenclature, will just be a ghost community, but we wish that it will become an active community that would expand both nationally and in due course go globally. And so we would need you, Citizens Connect. But even if that is the case, please, we would like you to give us something that will be concrete for us to hold on to and be able to keep in touch with you. While that is going on, we would request that the celebrants, Dr. Stella comes in so we can cut her cake with her, because that is also part of the important activities of the day. It's a dual or a twin celebration. Citizens Connect and the 77th birthday of Dr. Mrs. Stella Dogu. So please, ladies and gentlemen, may I crave your indulgence to indulge me while I break the protocol on this list to invite Dr. Stella up to the stage for her cutting of cake Please, I need 1 or 2 ushers to get this cake to the center stage. Please. Mommy, I give you the liberty to choose those whom you want to stand with you on the stage to cut the cake. Ushers, please. DJ, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, 65 is there? 65 are just reserved for only those from 65 years and above. So the forms are strictly for those that are up to 65 years and above. Please, the forms. Meanwhile, if you are in this room and you are up to 65 years, both male and female, please come forward. And all the matrons, please, all the matrons, come and join Dr. Stella upstage here in cutting her cake. The matron and all those who are up to 65 years and above, please. Let's do this and then wrap up for the day. If you are 65 years and above, please come forward. All mommy's protocols, please, I need you around. A life lived in gratitude. If you are up to 65, please come and join mommy, please. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I love this stage. I love this stage. In my usual way, I don't just cut a cake. I can see people's hands on the knife. No. Please. No, please. Oh, they want to go. Otherwise, we would have done it in a special way. Okay, so everyone standing there, mommy's hand is on the knife. So every other person should please put their hands on the shoulder of the next person. Only mommy's hand will be on the knife. So put your hand on the shoulder of the person next to you. No. Mommy, please, yes, put your hand on her shoulder. Yes, exactly. That is to show solidarity. Right. Okay. Now we're going to cut this cake with the spelling of the word grace. That is because everywhere and every one of us. So we're going to cut it with spelling the word grace, and at the end, she cuts the cake. Please, we spell it together. Everybody, let us go. 1, 2, go. G, R, A, C, and E. Thank you very much. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I just never understood how many that would do. Please, if you're both 65 years or 65 years and above, please join them and take the photograph and take this as a dance moment, a brief dance period with the celebrants. Thank you. Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. DJ, please, let's just quickly take group photographs very quickly. I know this group has already taken. Group photograph with everyone from the age of 65 and above has been taken, but some persons will still stand. Some persons are just coming in now. Okay, so 65 years and above, group photograph. 60, okay, 60 and above, 60 years and above, please join for the group photograph. 60 years and above. Make a longer do people will never reach 60. And I love the smile on your faces. 60 and above. After that, from 59 below, you join mommy. 60 years and above. Okay. If you are ready, I'm ready. Give me cheese. Everybody say cheese. Oh, sorry, we missed one person. Please, just one person. So go up on the stage, please. Yes. Any other person 60 years and above? None. Okay, so we're taking the shot now. We have overused cheese. Cheese has finished. Say hi. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, you can take your seats. Thank you. Mommy, please, you remain standing. I crave your indulgence. I'm sorry. Dr. Stella, please remain standing. Then, those who are below 50 years, friends below 50 years, please man the stage. Go stand with Dr. Stella to take your picture right now. That means everyone here. Please, let's. People are wasting time. Okay, mommy's crew. Mommy's crew. Snap with her. Okay. Mommy's crew. I can still see people on the t-shirt. If you are wearing the t-shirt, please join them. If you are wearing the t-shirt, join them. After that, please, the rest of us are going to join. After this, please get ready. All right. Members of Gadua Catholic community. No. No, you have to wait first. Let the crew finish. Hello, let the crew finish. Okay. Crew, cheer up now. Give us one finger in the air. Give us one finger or two in the air. 2 fingers in the air. That's great. That's great. That's an amazing family. Thank you very much. All right. Please, every other person, please join. Friends of children of mommy, we're plenty. All the children of mommy, join her and take the photograph. Mommy Anna, you've not snapped too. No, you have a special picture. Don't worry, you have a special. Mommy's children. At the talk like I know be one of them.
We'll make the dream become a reality. I know we will.
Thank you. Mommy, just one more. Every other person, please, let's take a photograph and then we leave. If you are a member of St. Peter Catholic community, your son is the MC, so I have to recognize you. Please come and take a photo with mommy. All the members of St. Peter Catholic community, regardless of the parish, whether at the national level, at the diocesan level, or Gariki level, or parish level, please, St. Peter, this is your turn. St. Peter Catholic community. St. Peter Catholic community. Because I'll be MC, I no go snap. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, thank you.
This is your celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. Celebrate a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate.
All right, thank you very much.
Come on now.
Please, I want to dance, so we need to wrap up so that dancing is going to be the last thing. All right, so while mommy exits, mommy, please. If you are from Archangel's Parish, all the church members of Archangel Parish, whether you are St. Peter or not, Archangel Parish, Gadua, Archangels, please come and snap with mommy. Members of Archangel Parish, Archangel's Parish, Gadua, come and snap. After that, we take a vote of thanks, pray, and then we start dancing. I want to become a member of Archangels. Archangel's Parish, Gadua, please come. Our members.
It's a celebration.
All right.
Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication to last throughout the years.
Archangels, Mommy Hannah.
And your laughter too.
Archangels.
We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. It's up to you.
Please remember to return the forms for those who got the forms. Ladies and gentlemen, please can we settle down so that we take the vote of thanks and then we go. Thank you. Do justice to that. So, if you want the cakes to be shared, please can you sit so that we take the vote of thanks. The forms, please. Christy, please, can you get the forms? Get the form. If you have filled your form, please submit the form. May I have your attention, please, everyone? Can we settle down? Please, ladies and gentlemen, may I invite Miss Deborah to please give us a vote of thanks, aka Debbie.
Good evening, everyone. We thank God for the success of this event. Glad each and every one of you could make it here. I thank Mommy for putting this together. It is a very rare one where you see elders come together, have fun, play games. You know, just reminds them of their youth, their roots too. And I also want to encourage each and every one of us to remember that our elders matter. Our elders are such wonderful people. Even the ones that we may think that are difficult, they still have so much wisdom to give. They still have so much wisdom to share. And I also want to encourage the younger ones to go and locate an elder around you and catch some wisdom from them. Thank you so much for coming, and I pray that God leads us back home safely. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever has a beginning, please, we are wrapping up. But before then, I have been directed to ask one of the crew members to talk to us about next steps. Please make welcome Miss Jumoke to talk to us about the next step. Please think very, very briefly. Thank you. And after that, please, we're going to take a closing prayer and then we dance and eat and marry. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, our elders and distinguished guests. So moving forward from here, those who have filled the form will register you and will get back to you on the registration fee. We have a token fee for registration, and from there you become a member of a community, and we'll be inviting you subsequently at intervals, maybe twice in a month, depending on what we decide when we've put everybody together in a group, or once in a month, where we can have activities of QP65 Seniors Connect. We have packed activities for the elders, so many, for your mind, for your body, for your soul. So please look forward to us reaching out to you. The attendance list, since many of the elders have left, we captured their ages. I'm sure those of you who filled the attendance sheet must have seen where we asked for your age. So we'll reach out to as many as fall into the age range and add them into a WhatsApp group and communicate with them. From there, we pick it up and form the community. Thank you.
Please, can you clap for our phonetical Jumoke for this? All right, like I said before, whatever has a beginning necessarily always has an end. Before I leave, I wish to use this opportunity to thank every one of you in my capacity as the MC of this event. When I started, it was deliberate that I kept my name because that was enough to scatter some of our heads, especially dealing with senior citizens. Now is the right time to mention my name is Samuel Clement Akorokpo. I am an MC. I am, by the grace of God, a gender specialist and a resource mobilization expert, a business development expert. Please feel free if you have an event to contact me anytime. I am going to share my cards to those that are interested. For now, I wish to let you know that we've had an amazing DJ in the building who has given us soft music that is good for others. Please, let's give it up for DJ Holoski. Please, if you did well today, can you put your hands together for him? Not like some other DJs that would have disturbed us with a lot of noise. But I think that was coordinated enough. DJ Holoski, thank you so much for working with us. I want to thank the cast and crew in this movie we have just acted, especially Mommy. I can't thank you enough for bringing these people together. Thank you so much for also giving me the opportunity to serve you as a mother. I wish to, with this remark, say it's a bye-bye for me. But then we're not leaving, we have to dance. DJ, you're going to give us a music, but before then, we started with God, and we have to end with God. Permit me to invite Sir Jerome to please pray for us so that we... And the cake will go around. Please, ushers, do justice to the cake. So while we pray, and keep dancing, the cake will come. Mr. Jerome, please.
In the mighty name of Jesus, in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, thank you, Almighty Father, for this beautiful day, for this beautiful occasion. Thank you for the life of Dr. Stella Odogu. Thank you for all the people that attended this highly important occasion. Thank you for allowing those that have made it to 65, quarter past 65. Thank you for the lives of all the seniors and the younger ones that have attended and supported this occasion. We pray that every activity from now on will be as successful as this one. And may you continue to bless Dr. Stella to continue to pilot this enormous task, and may more and more people enroll, be members of senior Journey Mercies, and may you add 35 more years to Dr. Stella's 77. In Jesus' name we prayed. Amen.
Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, take care of your health, take care of your finances, and also take care of your mind. God bless you for your time. And then as you go home, may the lights of God shine abundantly in your homes. Bye-bye. DJ, please give us some good music. Thank you.